Since its inception, AEW has always had a blueprint laid out for their world champions. The pathway of Chris Jericho to Jon Moxley to Kenny Omega to Adam Page was always the plan, and it was this very foresight that helped establish AEW as the second biggest professional wrestling company in the world. Since then, we have seen AEW lose this ability to book far in advance, which is somewhat understandable, because like with all things in life, shit happens. Sure, a little blame can be placed on Tony Khan, but when you put the belt on CM Punk vacates due to injury, CM Punk wins the belt back, and then gets suspended, yeah, I can see how plans might be forced to change a little. Anyways, we are seemingly finally back in a place where it looks like AEW has a plan. The end of WrestleDream showed us 4 men, side to side. Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, Daniel Garcia, and Hook. Fans have begun to speculate if this could be foreshadowing. Just like the All Out banner for 2019, could AEW literally be showing us the next 4 world champions? Well, I fucking hope not.
Oh, and by the way, Boehner Bronco Buster?
Yeah.
Where the hell did that come from?
Improv.
That was wonderful.
Now look, I don't hate any of these wrestlers, truly. But world champions? We'll talk about Darby Allin in a second, but Orange Cassidy? Really? I used to be a big fan of OC, and actually thought he could be a world champ. But at this point, in 2024 heading into 2025, I'm good. Daniel Garcia 100% has world champion potential. You know, I think he would actually be a great champion, despite me having some reservations about his star power. But after seeing him wrestle the likes of true main eventers like MJF and Will Ospreay, I gotta say, he fits right in. But still, he doesn't quite fit into my plans. And then we have Hook. I just don't see it. You know, I'm not gonna badmouth him or anything, you know, he's young. He has all the time in the world, but for right now, looking at the next 4 champions, I just don't see it. And that brings us to Darby Allin, who is the official beginning of my predictions, as I do believe he is going to be the man to beat Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. I don't have a whole lot to say, or at least anything new to say. You know, I'm sure you guys are all familiar with why Darby is the popular choice right now. AEW is going to do the whole Moxley's NWO and Darby Allin's Sting. I love this idea. It's honestly kind of insane to me just how perfect it is, and yeah, Darby's the right guy. So what happens next? Well, I think Darby probably has a pretty lengthy title reign. You know, we see him defend the belt against guys like Jay White. Adam Copeland challenging Darby would be super cool. And then the inevitable Jack Perry feud. But anyways, this all leads us to Swerve Strickland. I think it just makes the most sense. You know, first of all, these guys have so much history, but I don't think it was ever truly capitalized on when they were feuding against each other. I think Darby and Swerve could really have a Hangman Swerve level feud, and that's really just a testament to how great Swerve is. You know, AEW, they created a real star with him, and it would be a waste, well maybe not a waste, but we would definitely not be fully maximizing him if we didn't put the belts on him again. I feel like AEW sort of has a bad history of building guys up and then kind of just forgetting about them. You know, I think Swerve Strickland is well past that point. Like, he's an established guy, don't get me wrong. But like I said, let's use him to his fullest potential. And that means putting the belts on him again. So Swerve is now our champion. He had a great reign last time, but it wasn't very long. What do you say this time we have him hold the belt for like a year? Nah, I would have Swerve pretty much immediately lose the title to Adam Page. Okay, timelines are debatable. You know, when making this video, I was originally going to tell you exactly when and where things were going to happen, but I found myself going like 3 years into the future, and who knows where we're going to be at that point. So for the sake of this video, just assume everyone has like a 6-month title reign. But yeah, anyways, I was serious about Adam Page being the man to beat Swerve. Like I said, for Darby to Swerve, it just makes too much sense. I know some of you might say these two guys have done pretty much everything to each other. Where would this story even go from here? Look, these two are destined to do this forever. You know, I think we can do away with the steel cages, needles, and death matches. Let's bring this feud back down to earth and just see these two wrestle for the AEW World Championship. Before we get to the last guy, I want to bring up a few honorable mentions. I really tried to fit in Kenny Omega and Okada, but I just don't really see either guy being a world champion. You know, I'd still love to see the match, but I just couldn't fit them into the video. Then we have the two biggest omissions, and those are MJF and Adam Cole. This feels wrong to me. Like, I really think they're going to find themselves in the title picture at some point. But like Okada and Omega, I just couldn't fit them in. If you know me, you already know who the fourth guy is. You're probably surprised it took me this long to bring up his name. It's Will Ospreay. And I know I said to disregard timelines earlier in the video, but this would 100% be at All In 2026. You know, main event Wembley, Adam Page versus Will Ospreay. So those are my predictions. Darby Allin, Swerve Strickland, Adam Page, Will Ospreay. I actually feel so confident in these four guys. Like, I really do believe this is what's going to happen. You know, it just makes perfect sense in my mind. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. You know, what are your thoughts on the Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, Daniel Garcia hook idea? What do you think about my idea? Do you have four guys you think would be better? Let me know.